Might need to do an update video on this. Topical juice, get to it, bro. Get to it. There's no sleeping. There's no sleeping, bro. Get to it. Get to it. Get to it, man. Nah, bro, Cam. Cam, if I knew, I would have told you off camera that I knew. But I don't know. I did not know. Oh my God. Nah, big up Spray, man. Oh my God.
Early in the morning.
As I said to you on the live, my boy Tankz, an update video is pending, you feel me? I watched your live all the way through to the end. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I fell asleep around 2 a.m. and I actually woke up this morning and I got a missed call from you at 3 a.m. I know this Tankz brother don't sleep. This guy don't sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, the people? They miss your boy Cam, Topical Juice. And as you can see from the title, Tankz, Spray, they squashed their little beef live on YouTube with a phone call. Now, it's not really a real beef. It was never a real passer. Yeah, it got heated, but the reality is they squashed it on the day. They calmed down. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We put beef in the title because it's a bit of hyperbole, a bit of exaggeration. You understand? Now, I'm really happy to see this. Two grown men, different generations having a dialogue, communication. We call that conflict resolution. I did a video a couple days ago about that American Donny who killed his rival on live and his wife. I was speaking about conflict resolution, how men need to practice that. We don't need to be shooting and stabbing it out. You can swing it out if you want, that's safer, but even then, no violence is the best outcome. Two men getting on the phone, having a dialogue, having some communication and squashing their differences. That's what we call growth, guys. You feel me? That's what we're aiming for, striving for. I respect Tankz, I respect Spray, and that's what it is. I'm gonna play some of the live between them. Obviously, I don't want to play the whole thing because that's Tankz's content. I'd rather you go to his live and watch it and then run up them streams, run up them numbers. But I'm just going to take a few clips that I found quite interesting and talk about it. So yeah, let's get into this video, man. I really appreciate if you watch the video all the way through, even if it's on 2 times. It helps with the algorithm. Press the like button, push it out to the wider community. If you're new here, if you like my content, please consider pressing that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 100k by the end of this year. That would be the dream. Man's been on this YouTube thing for time. Today's Patreon video, as you can see on your screen, is all about how alcohol disrupts your spiritual journey, it destroys your spirituality and disconnects you from your higher power. It's a real deep one. You know the vibes. Cheaper than your daily coffee. So first things first, as I said, I respect both these men, and it's funny because I jumped on Tankz's live yesterday and I tuned in. You know, as soon as I come in, I say wagwan, he does the early in the morning, you know what I'm saying, that jingle. It's so funny because it's mad that he's literally incorporated that jingle into his lives. You know, I like that. It's like paying homage to TJ, you get me? So I respect him highly for that. But in the live, he said something funny because I've obviously popped up. He's like, yo, Topical Juice, wagwan. And he said, yo, obviously I know you did a video about me, and some of my boys were saying, yo, like, you need to watch out for like TJ, like he's gonna be like using you for content and all this stuff. Man, I was just laughing. You know, the ones there, like, I'm a big 30-year-old man. I was just laughing when I heard that still, because whoever told him that, they're not the brightest, they're not the sharpest tool in the shed, you get me? They're not the brightest spark. The reality is, me and Tankz are actually friends. That's my boy. But just because he's my friend doesn't mean I'm not going to critique him if I feel like he's been out of pocket or done something wrong, even though it's a misunderstanding and all these things. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to farm him for content, I would have farmed him for content when he went mad on that guy at the podcast, Sinners podcast or whatever. If I wanted to farm him for content, I would have done content on him going back and forth with different YouTubers who he thought are haters and all these stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care to rinse Tankz for content. It was obvious that this story was going to go viral, so it made sense to talk about it. Young Spray goes mad. It's people in our culture, you understand? And Tankz himself knows what the game is. This is content creation. This is what we do.
Because I rap with you, man, off camera. I was like, you know, I got the vibe. It's like, okay, when we go on this thing, I'm just going for content. So beforehand, I know when I go into this, it's like, I'm going to push boundaries, but I'm not going to cross the line of disrespect.
Yeah.
That was always the goal. Because when the camera went on, I loved it. Because everyone there understood the assignment. Like, it's just like, we're just going to get content here, bro.
That was even a clip from the conversation with Spray. Spray and Tankz know what it is. Content. Obviously, the line got crossed in the podcast, but people know what they're there for. They're there to get clips. They're there to get content. They're there to go viral. This is what it is. So the friends that think he needs to watch out for me, you're going to need to pattern up, man. Definitely not the sharpest. But anyway, outside of that, I really enjoyed the conversation. And I respect Tankz for giving him a call. Because as I said, people are shook. And if you watch the whole podcast that came out, Tankz held his own. And he genuinely didn't know. Genuinely didn't know. And he made a good point in the live, not yesterday, the day before. And it's funny because I've never seen Tankz that kind of flustered before. He was kind of irate, like he was calling out the trolls and stuff. And I was thinking, damn, like hopefully the backlash didn't kind of get to him, because at the end of the day, it was a genuine mistake. You understand? I believe him. Now, while Young Spray may not be fully convinced, which we'll get to in a minute.
It's like, do you believe I knew, or do you believe I didn't know? Because I genuinely didn't know.
Of course you knew.
Oh, that's mad. That's
of course I think that I like your brother, your vlogger or whatever you call it, blogger, like, but not knowing that would be mad. That would be crazy.
I don't know how.
You know what I'm saying? Why would I think you don't know? Like, you know what I mean? Why not? Why don't you know?
So after all that, you still think I knew?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But it's nothing. You get what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? Fuck it. But you knew.
I definitely didn't know. This. If I knew now, I would have told you. I did not.
You know, like when you know, but you're going for content, but it's mad dangerous content. You're going into dangerous. This might not even make the content board.
That wasn't content, bro.
He 100% didn't know. And it's a fair point, because I'm 30 years old. Tankz is 23. Way maturer than I was at 23. I was still reckless. I didn't get mature until about 25. So Tankz is mature. I respect him for that. But I forget that 7 years is still quite a lot. There's people that didn't know about the spray situation. I still like to believe that if you're tuned into this culture and all this stuff, you should be knowing. But at the end of the day, I believe him wholeheartedly. He didn't know. I believe if you're emotionally intelligent fully, you'll clock that he's not lying. He's genuine. You can see in his reaction, he did not know. And he's not a disrespectful person. He's a straight talker, but he's not disrespectful. So yeah, I don't see no reason why he'd ever lie. I think it's a genuine mistake.
Yo, Spray, what's happening?
We share.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know I'm on live right now, innit?
No way. What's going on? What, like, doing what? Twitch?
Nah, Twitch and YouTube.
Oh yeah, what's poppin'?
Yeah, nah, not much. I've just been holding these lot to ransom to get me to call you, because these lot been wanting me to call you, man, because it's going mad on social media right now.
Yeah, it's gone mad, innit?
Did you expect it to go this mad, or did it go madder than you thought?
Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna go mad still.
Yeah, man.
I didn't expect Honcho to tell them everything that was going on before it went on, but...
Nah, you know what it was? Because I didn't even know if he was going to release that.
You know what? I weren't sure if I was going to release that part of it, but then Honcho put out whatever he put out and basically said everything, so I had to put the visuals to it, innit?
Yeah, because I was thinking with Honcho, I even asked Honcho, I was like, did Honcho, like, rap with you before he said that? Because I didn't even know if you wanted to, because I did a live...
Yeah,
Go on.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even going to release that. I was thinking about it, because obviously... You know, it went mad and it went but...
So obviously he calls him up, and it's calm. It's literally calm. Two grown men having a conversation. And it's funny because Tankz made a point about holding us ransom for this pressing likes. It was actually so funny because he wanted to get to 200 likes, and people were shuffling. Obviously, I like the live as soon as I come in, so I can't like it twice. But then he gets to 200 and he's like, yo, you know what, F it, I want 250. And people are like getting all like, oh, no, what you doing, man? You're acting all soft, you're a pussy. And he was like, I don't care, you lot want to see this. So anyway, he got his 250 likes. I think it ended up going higher than that in the end. But he got his 250 likes and he calls him. They said that they might not put it out, they weren't going to put it out. This was always going to go out, man. This was always going to go out because if there's no real beef at the end of it, like if someone had actually swung on each other and it's really gone left and they're not talking and it's like there's actual like friction now, then it probably wouldn't have gone out. But the reality is, it was all calm in the end, so naturally they're always going to put it out. It's great content. Young Spray said himself, he knew it was going to go mad. The fact that no one got hurt out of it, it's great for RTM, it's great for Tankz, and shit, it's not even bad for Topical Juice and whoever else wants to talk about it, because there's more content. This is what it is, we're in a space where we have to talk about things.
You know, from beforehand, I knew I was going to switch on you, innit? Like, you're like, it was like, I knew you was going to give me a reason to do it as well.
No way. What made you think that?
Yeah, because remember I told you, I saw the thing, I saw your reaction when you was like, Tankz is what? What's he saying? Because I'll go mad on anyone. I don't know what you were saying.
I definitely didn't say that though. I can't
remember. I was just thinking, what's he on about? You get what I'm saying? But so when Chap says, yeah, I'm bringing Tankz, I thought, yeah, bring Tankz, man.
No, but like you said, like you don't say anything until you meet the person.
Yeah, of course.
But that, I don't know how you got that idea from that, because that was literally just.
You're not even knowing. I wanted to switch from the Tommy Robinson thing, if I knew it too early. I'm thinking, right, man's going to be straight white for that. Man's going mad straight away. Like, yeah, Tommy Robinson. Like, I'm thinking, oh my god. Like I've got to say this. He must go mad again by the end of this.
Yeah.
Now that part of it is so interesting because Spray said himself that he knew at some point that he was going to go mad at Tankz. And I don't necessarily think that's because Tankz was always going to say something mad. I actually just think that's because Young Spray wanted to go for Tankz. You understand? Because whatever misunderstanding, because I think Young Spray said something about Tankz but didn't finish the sentence, and then Tankz responded like, yo, like, well, go on, like, what's he saying? Like, all right. So I think Spray obviously had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder from that, and he probably wanted to, you know, temperature check him, you get me? Just see, you know, check the temperature a little bit and see what Tankz is on. So Young Spray basically admitted himself that it was inevitable, that he even wanted to go mad at the Tommy Robinson thing. But he said, you know what, it's too early. So even though Spray is a hothead and he can go up and down, he's still like tactile. He still knows what he's doing. He still knows that a lot of this stuff is for content. You feel me? So obviously he did say that wasn't content, because he did cross the line. You know, he weren't begging nothing. He weren't begging beef with someone that he's literally had an altercation with. But they all understand the assignment. So listen, man, I'm all for this. I think it's great that two men can just talk it out. You get it, rather than it escalating into something much worse. So yeah, I'm happy to be reporting on this. I'm happy to, because this is called conflict resolution. And as I said, man knows Tankz personally from meeting him a few times now. And he ain't a bad guy. The internet's fake. You'll see people in lives, you'll see people in comment sections. If you go to people that have done videos about Tankz, like critiquing him, people in the comment section will be hating him. But then if you go to Tankz's videos, people will be supporting him. The internet's not real, bro. I've been on the internet for 6 years. 6 years, all the trolls I've had, all the hate I've had, not one has ever said anything in real life, bro. Not one. You get it? The internet's fake, it's fugazi, it's full of internet, like keyboard warriors. You get it? Because real life, the energy is completely different, you understand? Like, people don't hate anyone, really. People just talk a lot on the internet. They got a lot of bass in their voice on the internet, but real life is completely different. People are soft. But if you look at the comments and get drawn into comments, you might think that you're hated, or you might think that you're whatever. I respond to most of my comments. Good comments, bad comments. I love it. You feel me? It's all engagement. I remember I was I was responding to a hater yesterday or 2 days ago. And he was like, yeah, I've got you riled up. That's why you responded. This clown doesn't realise I respond to like 75% of my comments, good and bad. Man thinks he's special. Oh man, people kill me, man. Honestly, these insecure dweebs behind the internet, like, it's so funny. But anyway, man, I'm proud of these gentlemen. I hope that there's no more internet drama from these two. And yeah, I respect it. Conflict resolution. We need to practice more of that. So anyway, guys, stay safe, stay blessed, stay vigilant. I'll see you lot in the next video. Peace.